This is For What It's Worth, the world's first Merryworth podcast. Sam and Eric use coarse language, and if you are offended by coarse language, please save yourself some trouble and cover your ears.
I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna work harder. I'm a survivor. I'm gonna make it. I will survive. Keep on recording For What It's Worth, the world's first and only Merryworth podcast. My name is Sam.
And I'm Eric.
We're off the open road.
Yep, we got sick of that guy.
He said that he wasn't going to... for those of you who are just tuning into the podcast... several weeks ago, Eric and I died tragically.
Yep.
In a freak meteor crash. Our bodies were reduced to ashen cinders, and we went to hell. Because that's where bad people go when they die.
Yep.
But through a loophole, we've been granted access to spend eternity in the afterlife in Valhalla, and we've been trying to make it there ever since. We hitched a ride in hell, and we've made it back to Earth, but we've lost our ride.
Yep. That guy was going somewhere else, so we said, okay, we'll get off. Let's take our equipment and go elsewhere.
The sun is starting to go down, and we need a place to hole up for the night.
We need to start looking.
Let's see, you know what? A couple miles down the road, we passed a spooky old house.
Oh, that sounds good.
There was a giant wrought iron gate surrounding it, and there were, there were shutters hanging off the windows.
I think I heard some bats. It seems like a good place.
The wind blowing through the trees sounded like an agonized cry of pain.
Nope.
So, let's head up the walkway here and just shut ourselves in for the night.
Okay.
We'll record the podcast while we're in here, so we'll kill two birds with one stone.
Yep.
We'll hang out in this scary old house,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll record the podcast.
Yep. I'm sure they have the right setup in there for our equipment.
Oh yeah, definitely. Let's see here. I'll blow some dust off of things. There goes the dust,
Wow.
as you can see.
Okay, we made those couple of miles pretty quickly, so we're all set to go.
Well, because we don't have our human bodies anymore, we're just spirits roaming the earth. I guess we can haunt this house for tonight, huh?
Yep, we can just set up right here.
Okay, so podcast time? Is that what we're doing?
That's a good idea.
Yeah, press record on the audio.
Okay,
on the
audio device. Boop.
It's the red button. The one with a circle on
I
it.
got it.
Okay,
here
we go.
So what happened last week?
Last week, Wilbur and Dawn were rescued via helicopter from the sinking ship that they were on.
Yep.
Narrowly avoiding death, Wilbur sustained an injury to his knee.
Horrible. Oh, man.
There was at least a tablespoon of blood.
Yes. Oh, poor guy.
I'm not talking any fucking, teaspoons, or even, those little spoons they give you at Baskin-Robbins to taste the ice cream. I'm talking,
a full
open your
tablespoon.
mouth, here comes a big old tablespoon of cough medicine, and you pinch your nose because it tastes yucky. That kind of spoon.
Oh, boy.
But Wilbur and Dawn,
Tastes right.
they cracked some jokes while the people below...
They cracked some good knee slappers.
Some great old punch in the gut humor from Dawn and Wilbur as they watch other people in the water drown and die.
Yep.
And that was pretty much it. Wilbur and Dawn gave each other a couple of Fonzie looks, clapped each other on the back, and said, "It's good we survived. Too bad for those other stiffs that are floating at the bottom of the ocean now." So that takes us to Monday's strip.
Monday.
At Charterstone, Mary receives an overseas call. Wilbur, thank goodness you and Dawn are safe. I heard about the incident on the news, but I never realized you were in the midst of that. Poor Dawn. After her broken heart, this happens?
Yep.
I can see how a terrible cruise ship disaster where you almost die might somehow be overshadowed by a broken heart.
Yes. I bet that's the first thing on Dawn's mind right now.
I mean,
oh, first Dave breaks up with me, and now I watch all these people drown in the ocean. Oh, what a bummer.
I was present for and witnessed the death of not only my own romance, but hundreds of poor Italian people.
Also, Harry, I think you're confused. That looks like your TV remote. I don't think that's your cell phone.
How do you work the buttons on these things again? Oh, where's Jeff when you need him?
Jeff? Oh, Tom.
She's saying Jeff's name as she speaks into the remote.
Yes.
She still hasn't figured it out. It's a hell of a neck Mary's got on her. Look at that.
Oh, man. She's got like a Frank Miller thing going on.
She's like Henry Rollins. There are 300 pearls on that necklace. Yep. She had to pay extra to get it around that tree trunk of a neck of hers.
How many clams they had to kill to get that. Oh, boy.
And she's got a picture of a scary ghost there next to the lamp. Spooky.
That must be your dead husband again.
That's Mr. Worth. Wally Worth.
It's actually a mirror, but his image sometimes pops up in it.
It happens when she's in the bathroom mirror, too. She, opens it to get out her Metamucil, and then, shuts the mirror, and he's standing there. Oh, Wally, you startled me. And then she lights a candle and sprinkles holy water around the bathroom until he goes away. Tuesday? Tuesday. Mary agrees to Wilbur's request. Don't worry about the column. I'll keep Ask Wendy going as long as you need me. I never heard Wilbur ask about anything.
Yes. As we've established, Mary is talking on her TV remote. That's why we haven't heard it.
It's just the TV on in the background, and she thinks it's Wilbur, but her hearing isn't what it used to be.
Or she's just practicing.
She's like a Winston Churchill. He said that he had a stuttering problem, so he practiced all of his conversations ahead of time.
Yep.
She's doing that now. Do you think Wilbur might be trying to game Mary?
Yep.
Dawn's on the other side of the phone, watching Wilbur make this call, and he puts his hand over the receiver, and he's like, "Okay, we're almost on Easy Street. She's almost taken my job. They'll put my name at the head of the column for as long as we need."
Don't worry. Mary Worth is a sap.
You're playing with fire here, Wilbur.
Yes.
Mary is the master manipulator, and you don't want to try to move in on her game.
Nope.
The main thing is you're both all right. When are you and Dawn returning home?
The main thing is that you are all right. None of you are incorrect. It's fine.
You did everything perfectly.
You are as accurate as you could possibly be.
Not to show our hand a little early, but nobody, starting with Mary here, particularly seems concerned for any of the other passengers on the ship who died horribly.
That's okay. Whatever, we didn't know them personally. It's fine.
They're dust in the wind. Shall we read Wednesday's comic strip?
Sure. Wednesday.
Wilbur and Dawn will return in a few days.
I still can't believe they were there. Look at the smile on Ian's face. Look at how satisfied he is with
Also,
himself.
is this the first time Ian's been in the comics since we started recording this?
I think so, yep.
Because I have to say, for the record, Ian Cameron is my 100% favorite character in Mary Worth.
Same here.
I like him even more than Mary, because Mary likes to hide behind her pretense. Like, she
Yes.
says she's helping out, but she really thinks herself above other people.
Yes.
Uh,
Ian doesn't hide it.
Ian does not give a shit. He is a pompous-ass windbag, and I love him.
Me too. He's my favorite as well.
I just imagine, like, he's always condescending to Toby, and...
To his clearly trophy wife. Because, I mean, he's much smarter than she is, and she's much more attractive. We all know what's going on.
He's a doctor, and Toby, as far as I know, has no job other than painting in her little studio in Ian's house. So, here we go. I've been waiting for this all week. I've wanted to read this line. You never expect your friends to be part of an incident you see in the news, old boy. What?
The main thing is they're all right. They are all right, aren't they, Mary? I don't think Karen Moy knows that all right is a word.
Is it a word?
I'm pretty sure.
Everybody is correct in this scenario. Wilbur and Dawn did the best they could.
Yeah, they're absolutely 100% infallible. They were all right.
Ian busts in, but bloody hell, woman, you can't expect these uneducated swine to be right all the time. You speak in hyperbole. You're talking far too much, Toby. Why don't you go stand over there by the pool and look good?
Okay, Ian.
Excuse me, dear, but the grown-ups are trying to speak.
Also, I was hearing clicking. What was clicking?
Eric, I think that's coming from inside the house.
Oh.
Hold on a second. We're holed up upstairs. I'm gonna take a peek down the staircase. Oh my God, Eric! There's some teenagers down there.
Oh God! What do we do?
A multicultural group of teenagers has wandered into this house that you and I, we're spirits who've escaped from hell.
Oh God! What are we gonna do?
They're down there and they're drinking and making out and smoking drugs.
They're gonna make all kinds of noise, make this place smell even worse than it does. Ugh.
Eric, I've got an idea.
Oh yeah?
Let me get my pocket knife out here. We're holed up in one of the bedrooms upstairs, and there's still sheets on the bed, indicating to me that whoever abandoned this house left in a hurry. This is giving me a plan. I'm going to cut some eye holes in these sheets.
Oh, okay.
And we're going to put them over our heads.
And we're gonna run at them and get them out of here.
Yeah. Oh, even better luck. There's some chains for us to rattle here in the corner. Let's keep recording the podcast. Get done with that.
Yes, and then we'll show them what we're made of.
I think that a couple of evil ghosts here in the room have some haunting to do.
Yes.
Eventually we're going to have to figure out how to make blood come out of the walls. I'll do a Google search on my phone as soon as we're done recording the podcast.
Good.
A Google search.
I see what you did. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, okay. Thursday?
Thursday sounds good.
Wilbur said physically they are all right, except for some bumps and bruises. But of course it's a shock to go through that. fighting for survival on a sinking ship.
Oh, how's Dawn?
Look at that look on Ian's face.
He's like, yeah, sinking ship. I could do for some of that action.
Such
Yeah.
petty things do not worry me. I'm a survival at heart. Stiff upper lip and all that. Ian Cameron bows before nature, but no, does not bow before nature or God or man.
I could eat that ship with one bite. I'm Ian Cameron.
If I'd been sailing the bloody ship, it wouldn't have sunk into the sea. I say.
Also, is there a coincidence between the fact that last week we were referencing Titanic, and then this week the Camerons show up?
Oh. Do you think that possibly there could be some tie-over, some relation between James Cameron and Ian Cameron?
Probably. I could see it.
They're both rich.
Yep.
And Ian's a literature professor.
Yep.
And if anything, I would call Avatar a literary film.
Oh, yes. Oh, a literary work for our times.
I'm pretty sure that in the future, people are going to be studying Avatar for its rich symbolism.
Yep.
And half-naked blue people running around in the jungle.
Yep. And shoving their braids into strange animals so they can bond with them.
Toby, damn it, woman, get in here! We're going to sit in front of our blacklight poster and tie our ponytails together.
That's how the Camerons roll.
That's just what the Camerons are into. You've noticed that Ian and Toby don't have any kids. It's because they've just been tying their hair together after seeing that movie.
And they don't understand what's not working about it.
These blasted ponytails are doing us no good! This is nothing like what I've seen in the films. The Friday?
Fried eggs.
Fried eggs are a good meal for breakfast time.
For Ian. A large man.
I say I could eat a dozen eggs if it were posed to me. I bear down from no challenge. Wilbur said Dawn started their trip without any spirit. But after this incident, she was shocked awake.
You can't go through something like that and not be changed somehow.
So, I guess it was for the good of Wilbur and Dawn that all those people had to die.
Yep. It's a good thing that you go through some thing like that once in a while.
I mean, realistically, Dawn probably just would have spent another couple of months just, like, moping around the house until she met some other guy or just got over it.
Yep.
But what really, like, cut out the fat, got her straight on the path to recovery from a breakup, was nearly dying.
Yep. That was the only way.
They're trying to just expedite things in Merryworth in this storyline.
Yep.
Because, as we all know, Merryworth storylines are all about trimming the fat and getting things over with as quickly as possible.
Exactly. No dilly-dallying around. No messing about.
It's just straight to the fucking point.
Get in, get out, done. It's like a good action movie.
Exactly.
You don't dwell too long on any one thing. Just keep it going.
There's a car chase, a few explosions, a ship sinks, and then the storyline's just fucking over.
Yep.
That's what I like about it. It's an action-packed comic for people who love action.
And I think Ian has a small furry creature on his chin there.
That's his pet ferret.
Oh,
It's crawling up out of his shirt. Is it bothering you that Ian's beard doesn't connect to his sideburns?
A little bit. It looks like he's got like a white caterpillar on there.
He goes to his barber. Would you like to keep your sideburns, Dr. Cameron? What do you think? Does this look like the bloody 1970s? Get rid of it! What day are we on, Saturday?
Yep, Saturday.
Ah, Geraldo Rivera, my favorite journalist.
Yep. There he is.
Are you gonna beat Geraldo?
Yeah, you kinda. Can you do it?
Oh yeah, I'll do Geraldo. Let me think of a voice here.
Survivors of the Unita del Mare say if not for the passengers helping each other, they would not have survived.
That's a hell of a look on your face there, Ian.
Yeah, like, why didn't they all die? Oh, piss.
Bloody Italians, by Jove, if you want to do something right, you do it right in the first place. If I were going to sink a bloody ship, there'd be no survivors.
And Wilbur and Don were there? Ooh.
We've been discussing that all afternoon, you blasted fool.
What's going on? I'm so confused.
Make yourself useful, woman, and put the kettle on.
I hope you're enjoying our stage play here.
Yeah, our
audio
Merryworth
drama.
Our live-action Merryworth fan fiction we're doing here. Ian looks like he's lost some weight since they came in from the backyard.
Yes, he's after seeing the incident on the TV, he just went pale and lost like 10 pounds.
I say, I believe I am deflating here.
Oh dear! Look at that. It is sideways.
The smokestack should be pointing to the bloody sky. I say. Sunday? Sunday! There's no narration panel, so I'll just describe what's going on in the panel. There's a big orange building, and it says Merryworth in big red letters, and the news reporter says something.
Oh, boy.
Reporting to you live from the Italian coast. In the aftermath of the tragedy at sea.
There's some birds, some carrion crows picking the eyeballs out of the people floating dead in the water.
Wonderful. What a wonderful sight to see.
Those birds will be eating well tonight.
Yep.
Mary, Toby, and Ian watch news reports about Wilbur and Dawn's ill-fated cruise.
Survivors of the Italian ship disaster say that.
Look at that big grin on Toby's face. And Mary. They're loving it.
Like, this disaster is delightful.
Toby, I've never seen so many terrified people in my life. I feel like I'm 25 again.
I know what you mean, Mary.
But of course, Toby's only like 26. Ian is 61. Anyway.
If not for the coming together of passengers who helped each other.
If not for the efforts of the fearless crew, the minnow would be lost.
The minnow would be lost.
And if not for the excellent work of the rescue team.
Oh, Mary's starting to bite those fingernails.
Oh. And Toby's just kind of, whatever.
Toby's...
I think Ian's falling asleep.
Ian... It's almost time for the Antiques Roadshow. Change the channel. We've seen this ship sink 50 times over already. For God's sake.
Kid Toby has the biggest nostrils I have ever seen.
She's got and they're plastered right on the front of her face like Voldemort.
Yep.
there would have been many more casualties than reported.
No. Oh, no.
And then he bites the foam popper stopper off of his microphone.
Oh, delicious. I'm a little baby.
Oh. I don't know why they hired this guy to do the news report. It's hard to take him seriously.
Well,
with that voice.
That's his sign-off line, like, and that's the way it was.
I'm a little baby.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye-bye, I love you.
They didn't want to get in trouble for, like, discrimination. They were like, no one's gonna take this guy seriously. His voice is so goddamn weird.
But that's the thing. The ratings started going up. People love the baby voice reporter.
Oh. Well, that's good for them.
He had that interview with Barbara Walters, and
I was born with this voice and it never got deeper. I'm a little baby.
Okay, let's move on, please.
What the fuck? I can't wait to talk to Wilbur and Dawn once they return home. They actually bore witness to the terror and the death, and I hunger for this knowledge.
Me too.
It's been such a long time since I've seen a man die with my own eyes. Ian's pissed.
Yeah. Fuck it all. This is garbage.
Isn't Downton Abbey on? Switch it over to PBS immediately! And that's the only thing I know about Downton Abbey is it's about British people.
Yep, pretty much it. That's all you need to know.
That's it. Toby's biting her fingernails.
I think she's biting her fingers off. How short they look.
She's just been gnawing them off in anxiety.
Oh no, I am so nervous.
Ian hates it when she does that self-cannibalism thing.
Oh, this again. Oh, you contemptible shrew.
I can't turn my head for one damn moment without this woman trying to eat herself. I told you, we have plenty of snacks in the kitchen. We've got pretzel rods. Okay, I cracked myself up by rolling my R in pretzel rods.
So,
that's the end of the week. That's the end of it. Should we do a worthy moment of the week?
Yeah.
Let's do a
worthy moment of the what?
The worthy moment of the week. Let's do an extra spooky one.
Let's do it real scary. We'll do it like ghosts. And then we'll say, boo, and we'll shake some chains.
Shake some chains, make some babies. Do it! So, I went first last week, and I'm not gonna do it again. So why don't you tell me your worthy moment of the week, Eric?
Alright, good idea. My worthy moment of the week is Ian's smug as shit smile. Hold on, let's see.
There's Wednesday.
Thursday.
Is it Thursday? Okay.
The second panel on Thursday.
Second panel. Oh, okay, the second panel on Thursday, yes.
Yes. Look at that guy.
No doubt an intellectual discussion for the ages. Pardon me while I try not to vomit. Seriously, that wraps up exactly why I love Ian Cameron.
Yep, me too.
He's just got this great face where he just hates everybody around him because he's so much smarter than they are.
You can tell he's just got nothing but disdain for everybody.
My worthy moment of the week is the furious expression in the last panel of Sunday's strip.
Yes.
He looks so goddamned angry. He's about to blow up, He's going to say, I still have those divorce papers, Toby. All I need to do is sign them.
Don't make me take them back out.
He chases her around the house with them.
He has them, framed in the living room.
We signed a prenuptial agreement. You'll be starving on the streets by the end of the month. The only reason you've survived is because I've taken you under my wing like a baby bird.
Oh, Ian. We love you so very much.
Absolutely the best character.
We
in
missed
Mary
you.
Worth.
We missed you.
So, what are your predictions for next week, Eric?
My predictions is Dawn and Wilbur are going to come back home. They're all going to be like, oh, I survived horrible tragedy. I'm so happy. Everything's going just like I wanted to. And they're all going to be happy and making jokes. And that's how they end a story arc about a horrible tragedy.
I'm hoping that when Wilbur comes back, he's like, yeah, and all those people on the ship would have died if it wasn't for me.
No, Wilbur, those people did die.
I can't say that I wasn't afraid, but I was able to grit my teeth and fight through it, and now I'm a hero.
Oh, Wilbur.
Little do they know, because they didn't see the part where he started screaming and almost just tumbled off into the ocean.
Ah, somebody help me!
Clinging to a stranger. Help!
Ah, oh, thank you. Thank you. Just tears the guy's shirt in half. Just clutching on for dear life.
Oh, baby, make wee wee. That's what Wilbur says when he pees himself in fear.
In public.
He tried it once as an icebreaker to take the seriousness out of the moment.
Yep.
He pissed himself, so he stood up and he went, uh-oh, baby, make wee wee. And then everybody just looked at him and then down at his wet crotch, and he goes, yeah, I need to go clean myself up. Ran out of the room with his head down.
He's not very good with the socializing.
If you get Wilbur in a room with more than 5 people, eventually he's going to do something incredibly embarrassing.
Yep. And Dawn has come to realize that. That's why she was dreading this trip so badly.
Yeah, she almost is thankful for the ship sinking, because otherwise Wilbur would have just made it a disaster on his own.
Yep.
Feels good, huh?
Feels good.
So
while we're ready to go chase those teenagers out.
Oh, hold your horses there, Hoss. We gotta do some thank yous.
Yes.
Let's head down the stairs. I think I can hear them in the living room of the house.
Yep.
They're in there talking about, I think they heard our footsteps. This is good.
They're listening to some music. Some of that, I don't know, rap music. Ugh.
Is this
Who needs it?
Is this dubstep?
Oh, I hate that guy's music. It's
hate
terrible.
Dubstep. I don't even think he's an artist. I think he just presses a bunch of buttons on a computer.
Yeah. What a jerk.
So,
alright, so thank yous.
I'd like to thank Wanders and his blog, Mary Worth and Me. You can find him at maryworthandme.blogspot.com. Funny jokes. You read his blog. He's a good dog. I want to kiss him. Read his blog every day for the jokes.
Alright. I will on your recommendation. Thank
Eric,
you, sir.
Eric, I'm going to hold you to that, buddy.
Okay.
Oh, all right. So keep that in mind. I'd also like to thank the Aquabats. I don't know if they know that we're doing it, but we're stealing their song, Sequence Erase, as our theme song.
Yep. And we're going to keep doing it until the cows come home.
This is episode 21 of the show. Our show is now old enough to drink, and the Aquabats still haven't caught us.
Nope.
So let's just keep doing it. But listen, you guys listening to this, don't tattle on us.
Nope, don't say anything. We know where you live.
We'll find you. I'd also like to thank the robot Beach Boys. They tightened up all their joints and their screws, and they put some motor oil in them, and picked up their guitars and their instruments, threw them into the ocean, and recorded a MIDI of California Girls that we play at the end of the show.
Charged themselves up way beyond their battery charges, and sparks were shooting out all over the place.
They opened up the PC system maintenance window, and they overclocked it.
Yep.
I don't even know what overclocking is. But that's what they did, and they made a MIDI of California Girls. We play that at the end of the show. You're about to hear that. So Eric and I are crouched behind a door.
Yes.
And that's the end of the show. We're going to sneak out, and we're going to terrify these teens into a fucking coma. So, my name is Sam.
And I'm Eric. And remember, everyone, it has yet to be proven that intelligence has any survival value.
And that was your week in Mary Worth. On 3, we run at 'em.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. For what it's worth! Ooh, we're goes!
Spooky. I'm dead.
We're dead! We're dead!